All right, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Nish. This is my podcast. And today, with the holiday of Thanksgiving coming up here in the United States, I wanted to talk about gratitude in the midst of physical pain. And the reason for this talk is because I have been suffering great physical pain lately for at least the last 10 days. I am going in for some surgery on December the 3rd, but prior to that, I went to the surgeon. The surgery is for a cyst on my leg. He drained that cyst pre-op, and he gave me or prescribed for me some antibiotics, which I am extremely allergic to. I didn't know that until I started taking them. And even though I stopped taking these pills probably at least 14 days ago, um, my symptoms are still remaining. Well, actually, they've changed. They started with the rash and an extreme itch, and now it's just pain. Like you know, palms of my hand feel like they're burnt. My my neck and my underarms and all that, they just feel like they're on fire. And then to top that off, in the middle of the night, I could barely sleep. Um, but in the middle of the night, I'll start having muscle pains. So it has not been fun, to say the least. And during this time, it's difficult for me to find things to be grateful for. I try, that's a regular practice of mine. I try to, um, find things every day to be grateful for. But when you're living with physical pain, gratitude can feel like a distant concept, especially during the season like Thanksgiving, when the world seems to be overflowing with joy, abundance, and celebration, while others, are gathering around tables with warmth and laughter. Um, I'm going to find myself focused on only one thing: relief. Pain has a way of narrowing your world until it feels like there's no room for anything else. I mean, I seriously doubt, since um, Thanksgiving is Thursday coming up and today is Sunday, that I'm going to be able to go anywhere to celebrate unless, miraculously all of these symptoms go away. Um, but anyway, but during this time, gratitude is what matters most. All right, despite that, I mean, I really feel now, since I've been experiencing this, what it could possibly be like for people who just have chronic physical pain. It just doesn't go away, it just is there, no matter what kind of pain relief drugs they take or other therapies. They just live with pain all the time. And it's like, when I think about it, it just blows my mind, because sometimes I'm going crazy in the middle of the night. I'm feeling all this muscle ache and pain. I can't get comfortable. I just actually, in my bed, I scream out, you know, um, uh, for it to stop so that I can have peace. So, it's with Thanksgiving though coming up. This isn't just a holiday. It is an invitation, a gentle reminder to pause, breathe, and look for even the smallest flicker of goodness in the midst of discomfort. Um, and maybe it's the support of someone who checks in on you, which really I'm very, very grateful for. I have a few friends that check in with me every day, um, and they don't forget about me, you know. When I've asked them to help me out with certain things, they do without hesitation. Um, and then, sometimes I'm just thankful for a moment of rest. Maybe it's just the simple fact that my body, despite its aches, is still carrying me forward. All right. Finding one thing to appreciate doesn't erase the pain, but it can shift the energy around it. Gratitude doesn't demand perfection or wellness, it only asks for awareness. And sometimes acknowledging a single point of light is enough to open a pathway towards healing, physical, emotional, or both. So, um, and for me, I try very hard to find those little things that mean a lot that I'm very grateful for. I mean, even though I'm in a lot of pain, I'm not to the point where I can't take care of myself. I live by myself, so, I have to bathe, I have to make my meals, I have to walk to the bathroom when I need to, and I could do all of those things. Um, so those are things that I'm grateful for. I mean, it's not like I'm totally incapacitated. And I hope within the next day or two, I'll turn the corner from these symptoms that have popped up because of that drug. All right. So finding even one thing to appreciate doesn't erase the pain, but it will shift your energy around. All right. Gratitude doesn't demand perfection or wellness, it only asks for awareness. All right. So sometimes acknowledging a single point of light is enough to open a pathway towards healing, physical, emotional, or both. Well, of course, I read that to you already, but anyway, it's like I'm not in my right mind because I'm in pain right now. But um, so on this Thanksgiving, if you're hurting, be gentle with yourself. Let your gratitude be small, quiet, and genuine. Let it meet you exactly where you are. That alone can be the first true step toward healing. And with that, I want to thank you for tuning in to my podcast. I want to wish you a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. And just know that whether you're experiencing physical pain or other types of pain and sorrow or other challenges and difficulties, there's always a light somewhere that you could find and feel gratitude. And you know what? That's one thing that certainly brings me peace. And I hope it brings you peace as well. So enjoy your holiday. And until my next podcast, take care. Thank you. And I love you.